Hello and happy Halloween. We're coming to you live from Cary Daughters Plumbing in Decatur, Georgia. And this is our next installment in
It
Happens TV, right? So today we're going to be talking about how difficult it is and how involved it is to get the right replacement part for a plumbing project, right, Michelle?
Absolutely. A lot of times, I know that you guys behind the scenes don't know what happens here behind the scenes. Typically, the plumbers will go out to a call, and if it's a leaking faucet, no name brand, whatever that they have, they'll take pictures and send them to me, or they'll actually bring me back the parts. And this is what I have to go by to try to find what the part is, who makes it, who distributes it, get it to you so that your stuff will work.
As opposed to, I bet some people will come in and go, oh, you need that part. Well, what you really need to do is replace the entire faucet, right?
Well,
people don't want to go to that extent.
No, and we try to save our clients money, and if we can get replacement parts and they're the right replacement parts, excuse me, we will typically try to repair, unless it's just in such bad shape that we think you should replace it. And then we'll advise you on that. But typically, I'm looking for this kind of stuff. Excuse me, I've had a cold. So I get these, and I'm told, hey, this is what I need, can you find this, whatever. Well, I know a lot of clients say, oh, well, can't you just go to Home Depot and get it there? Well, sometimes, yeah, but typically, no. Typically, the stuff we work on is really old. It's pre-Home Depot, so you're not going to find the right replacement parts at Home Depot. I have books that are hundreds and hundreds of pages.
It gives me a headache looking at this book, people.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does.
But that's what I use.
Excuse me, Michelle,
Yes.
I hate to interrupt, but David needs...
Missy Cary, everybody.
Hi. David needs one of these. He said the aftermarkets are not working. He doesn't know who's making them out there in China, but the aftermarket parts are not working. If you could try to get one straight from the manufacturer. And your manufacturer's rep said he's sending this, but he doesn't think it's going to work because he actually has absolutely no access to anything that was manufactured specifically for Home Depot. So we may be out of luck. He said you can try it. He doesn't think it's going to work.
Okay.
But
yeah, I know the numbers are different on the Home Depot stuff.
And
my
he has
stuff.
no access. We cannot get parts for those faucets that they came from Home Depot. And these, he said, the aftermarkets are not working. You need to go try to find him original equipment.
All right, I'll find. Yeah, let me work on these two, and then that, and then that, and then that.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay, so behind the scenes here, my job is to spend pretty much as much time as it takes to find your stuff. So I'll typically go through, I have about 5 of these books with about this many pages in them, and I will search. And if I can't find it in these books, then I take my best guess as to what I think it is, and I go online and I see if I can search images for whatever these parts may be. And yeah,
It's like the same picture 1,000 times.
Page after page after page after page, and they all look the same. I mean, boom, 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 boom. They all look the same. There's little nuances of differences here and there. Like this one is kind of cone-shaped. Let's see. These are basically the
Single
same.
lead, double
one's
lead.
a single lead, one's a double lead, and this one's basically the same, except this is longer and the stem itself is longer. It really just depends on what you give me. I spend hours doing this, and I can spend hours on just one part. I have spent 2 days trying to find. It was a shower, single lever shower stem, and the bonnet that went on it. When all I had was the stem and the bonnet and the escutcheon, which had absolutely no name at all on it. So I called the people whose name was on the stem, and they said, oh, no, we made that for this, 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 and this. And the windup was it was an off-brand. I wasn't able to get anything but the stem and the bonnet, even though it needed a new handle, a new this, a new that. We wound up getting the stem and the bonnet, and we completely dismantled the handle and rebuilt it out of stuff that we just happened to have here that fit, that worked, and the client was thrilled because now he didn't have to pay for also a new handle just the time it took to rebuild what we had. But yeah, I spend days, and everybody wonders, oh, well, you know, why do you guys charge so much? Well, it's not that we charge so much, because we really don't. If you think about the plumber that's there on your job, you're getting X price for what he's doing. You're not paying for my time to sit and go through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of
Find
pages.
the right replacement part.
Right, to find the correct replacement part and get it and have it delivered and all that. It takes time, and I understand people sometimes get frustrated. Oh, well, you know, I've been waiting for my part for 2 weeks. Well, if it took me a week to find your part, well, now I first have to order it, get it delivered, and have it shipped to me, and that takes anywhere from 7 to 10 days typically. If it's something that I know what it is and I can go through a manufacturer's rep, provided it didn't come from Home Depot or Lowe's, because they're home centers and their stuff is different than plumber stuff, believe it or not. If it comes from there, I have to deal with Home Depot, and that can take 6 weeks. So be aware of that before you purchase no-name brands at the home centers. Your chances, if you're going to buy faucetry from a home center, get a well-known name brand.
Like a Moen.
A Moen, a Delta, a Kohler, a Price Pfister, a Grohe, something like that. Something that's well-known, that everybody knows who these people are, that I can get repair parts for. Take pictures, send them to me. If you have the original paperwork from when you purchased the faucet, and you know the name, like it was a Grohe Axer or something like that, and you know it was a Grohe Axer, tell me that information. That's stuff I need to know to make your part order go faster and be as accurate and precise as it can possibly be.
So you don't have to go back and replace the part again or fix
And
something.
that has happened, you know, if I'm trying to match parts off of something, you know, that I only have a picture of, or B, just a stem, and it's a no-name brand stem. I have had to where, you know, it looks almost totally the same, but there might be a little nuance inside that I can't see.
Like we looked at in the book, you know, all these different, yeah.
Right, and I'll order something and we'll go, and it won't be exactly right, or it'll be the same thing, but it might be 1/8 of an inch wider. I've had that happen too. So when that happens, well, I have to go back to the drawing board, because now it's not this part that I thought it was. It might be 15 pages back or in another book, or not the same thing altogether. So it's really a lot more involved than it looks like on the surface.
So, I mean, really the takeaway, folks, from this particular video is this is what the girls do each and every day for every customer, every client. I mean, they go through and surgically find what needs to be replaced, try and replace everything, don't replace things that don't need to be replaced. They put a lot of time into getting the right part so that you don't have to fix it again. We just heard that story a few minutes ago about somebody having to go back in and fix something that wasn't done correctly the first time.
Right, and let's not forget about the part that may or may not work, because this is from my rep as opposed to Home Depot.
Go to mcaryanddaughters.com. There are coupons. Call the girls. They will get you set up. There is no better plumber. If you're in Decatur, these are them peoples.
We the girls.
See ya.
Thanks.